Today we remember a very important testimony to God's forgiveness. The story of Saint Hippolytus and Saint Pontian carries with it a message of both intellectual forgiveness and spiritual forgiveness. To begin, let's put distinctions between the two and set up a historical backdrop. So it's the 3rd century and Christianity is still illegal, though the Church of Rome is growing, even with the widespread persecution of Christian beliefs. Hippolytus finds his calling to the priesthood during this time and writes theology for the church. The current pope is Saint Zephyrinus, who has to deal with a group of Christians that are turning away from their faith because of all of the constant persecution. Pope Zephyrinus is martyred in 217. Instead of the church selecting Hippolytus as the new pope, they choose Callistus I, who Hippolytus does not quite see eye to eye with, nor calls him a friend. So basically, Hippolytus has been fighting for his faith, writing lots for the church, and taking care of people. He's jealous of Callistus I and does not agree with the church's decision. So Hippolytus goes to the extreme, to the point of breaking away from the church with his own followers and becomes an anti-pope, which is the first in history. His teachings are much more severe, though, than the Church of Rome, requiring full commitments from his followers to Christ to the point of death. So I know what you're thinking, how can a priest who broke away from the church be a saint? Well, next let me tell you the story of Saint Pontian. Saint Pontian was elected as pope in the year 230. During his papalship, Pontian dealt with the heretical teachings of theology scholar Origen, even to the point of excommunicating him. In the year 235, Emperor Maximus of Rome called for an exiling of Christians, beginning with the leaders of the church. Pontian was sent into exile in the mines of Sardinia, Italy. This is where the story of our two saints intertwine, because Maximus also exiled Hippolytus to the mines of Sardinia. It's here in the murky and dark mines of Sardinia that Hippolytus and Pontian meet. After 18 years of being anti-pope, Hippolytus comes face to face with the leader of the church that he once left. While in the mines, Hippolytus came to Pontian seeking forgiveness for his breakaway from the church. Together, they are martyred for one God, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So though they had disagreements, the one true God pulled them back together to provide us today with an example of his amazing grace.